Hey, I'm JR, training manager here at Crutchfield, and this is the Shure MV7 podcast microphone. You can think of it as a more accessible, more modern version of a classic from Shure, the classic SM7B. It's been around for years. You'll find it in most recording studios. It's a great microphone. This being a little less expensive and a little bit easier to use for the beginning podcaster. It is a dynamic microphone, which means it does not need phantom power. It is not a condenser mic or anything like that. It's great for podcasting, if you're doing gaming stuff, or recording music. I've actually used this microphone on a recent episode of Crutchfield, the podcast. It's not the mic I normally use, so I switched the mic out and put this one on and was very happy with the end results. My voice sounded good, clean, and crisp. It also did a really nice job of blocking out my room sound. You know, here during the COVID pandemic, I'm recording Crutchfield the podcast at my house, and I do not have a professional studio set up. I record in a large room with lots of hard surfaces. I've tried different microphones, and some of them, there's just no way to remove that large cavernous sound of the room. This mic did it automatically. Just the way it's designed, it does a really nice job of blocking out the room. When I used this mic for Crutchfield the podcast, I took advantage of the XLR output on the back of it. I ran that straight into an audio interface that I have been using for a year or so now, and it was super easy to use. All you had to do was plug it in just like any normal mic. This mic also has a USB output, and it comes with cables so that you can plug it into a computer using USB-C or USB-A. And if you do that, you download the Shure software, you get a lot more control of the sound and of the processing of the microphone. I should be clear, the XLR output remains constant. It is unaffected by the processing in the mic or in the software, even if you have both connected at the same time like we do here. The microphone also has a headphone output, which you can use as a monitor mix, and it's live, so that you can live monitor exactly how the microphone is sounding. So let me explain how we've got this set up here in this video. The XLR output is going directly to the camera, and that is completely unaffected by the software. The USB output is going to this computer where I have total control of the sound, and I'm doing a separate audio recording here on the computer. So we're going to switch now, so you're going to hear what I'm doing on the computer, so you can hear what you can do with the ShurePlus MOTIV app. All right, as you can see in the ShurePlus app, I am in the auto section, which means it's making things easy for me. Right now, it is in the near position, and you can see that right down here, which is perfect if you're going to keep your mouth about an inch from the microphone. If you are looking for more flexibility than that, if you want to move a little bit away from the microphone, as you can see, when it's in the near setting, it does not quite sound as good because I'm a little too far away. When I switch it to far, hey, look at that. It is now picking up a lot more of my voice, even though I'm still about 6 inches away. So that's an automatic setting. You don't even really have to think about how to make that possible. It does it for you. Down here at the bottom, there's some other adjustments you can make. You can change it so that the tone is dark. When you go there, hopefully it sounds like my voice has a little bit more gravitas to it. We can go to natural, which is where we were at the beginning. Should just be pretty much a flat EQ. And if we go to bright, that will probably take out some of the low end so that it sounds a little bit more sharp and crisp. You can also see we've got some basic controls up here, how much of my mic versus how much of the playback, if I've got other things happening, do I want in my headphones. I can mute the mic from here, and I can also go to the manual section. The manual section gives you a lot more control. You may have heard a difference in how I sound now. That's because the mic gain is way up right here. And so you have exact control of the amount of gain you want on the mic. As I go down and back up, you can hear that happening live. You can mute the mic from here. You can adjust your monitor mix. And down here, you've got the actual preset EQ curves you can choose from. Flat, where you can drop out the low end. You can bump up the mid-range. You can bump up the mid-range and drop out the low end. You can invoke a limiter to hopefully keep you from over-modulating into the microphone. And if you're looking to add some compression to make your voice a little bit stronger and more even throughout your podcast recording, you can use the compressor as well. It's got a light setting, medium setting, and heavy compression setting. I know I can hear the difference in my headphones. Hopefully you can hear them at home as well. Going back to the compressor being off. In addition to the control you have in the ShurePlus MOTIV app, there are some basic controls right here on the microphone itself. These controls are only active when you've got it plugged into your computer using a USB cable like we do here. They will not be effective and they will not work with the XLR output at all. So when I hit this mute button right here, if we're listening to the recording on the computer, you heard the mic mute just now. You can also adjust the mic gain right here using this slider on the top of the microphone. You can adjust whether you are listening to the monitor mix or your microphone and how much the mix is. You can even lock out these controls so that they don't do anything when you touch them. So all of that is right here on the mic itself, so you don't have to go into the software while you're recording your show. All right, we're going to go back to the camera microphone now. So the ShurePlus MOTIV app is compatible with your PC and your Mac. It is also compatible with smartphones and tablets. Now, if you're using an Android tablet or smartphone, it will only do recording. If you're using this with an iOS device, you can do both recording and live streaming. A couple quick notes. It is only compatible with Lightning-equipped iOS devices, and the Lightning cable is not included with the microphone. So that software is pretty cool, and if you are just getting started in the world of podcasting, you've never done it before, you're wondering, how do I get these recordings done? This is perfect. It is excellent for the beginning podcaster. It kind of comes with everything you need. You'll get it plugged into your computer. There's free software to download. You'll just need some sort of digital audio workstation or recording software. And a lot of computers even come with that already. So you might have everything you need to get started with your podcast. If you're like me and you're using a USB audio interface with a professional level digital audio workstation, you might want to use the XLR output, or you might be even better served by going with something a little bit more studio oriented like the classic SM7B, which again is the older, bigger brother to this microphone here. This mic comes with this mounting bracket, which makes it pretty easy to mount to this mic stand. More on that mic stand in a second. It also comes with this windscreen, which doubles as a pop filter. Any good podcaster will tell you you want a pop filter. Your voice sounds better and cleaner when you're using one. This mic comes with it. It's already on it. Now, let's talk about this mic stand. I love it. For a while, I was recording Crutchfield, the podcast, without one. I was using a desktop mic stand. This is so much better. You can move your mic around. You can get it positioned just right because you're probably wanting to look at your computer or some notes, and you might have someone to talk to. You might want to be able to move your mic. This allows you to do that while you're recording without adding a bunch of noise to the recording. It also mounts to just about any surface. It has a sort of a screw down clamp on it, and it also comes with something. If you want to permanently mount it, you can screw this down to your desk and then put the mic stand right in there. And it also comes with an XLR cord already built in, so you don't have to use one of your own mic cords. It's already in the mic stand. So this is the Gator Frameworks desk mounted broadcast mic stand with a boom, and I love it. I highly recommend it. This mic just screwed right onto the threaded connection right here, so it was very easy to install. So this is the Shure MV7 podcasting microphone. If you're looking to get started with your first podcast, this is a great place to start. If you have any questions about this, I highly recommend you head on over to crutchfield.com. Check it out. There's a phone number up there. You can chat with us. You can email us. We have advisors standing by that can help you get the right gear to get your podcast starting. You can also put your questions right here in the comment section on YouTube. We do look at those, and we will respond to your questions there. And here, go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you'll know the next time we put out another video. And thanks for watching.